In this video, I want to talk about how the US has sustained many protests over the past 5 years. To describe the major protests movements in the US since 2020, it is important to first explain the underlying problems that brought those protests into place. Noting that the COVID-19 pandemic and the 2008 financial crash played a major part in people feeling disenfranchised. Ergo, the constant need for social movements. Another factor worth adding is the US race relations that has deep historical roots in slavery, racism, judicial system structure, segregation, Jim Crow, land redistribution, immigration, and class system, amongst others. For example, since 2020, the US has witnessed the Black Lives Matter protests emanating from George Floyd's murder. This movement was infiltrated by far-right groups which culminated to the Minneapolis violence incident. Although other cities were affected by violence such as Washington, D.C., Brooklyn, Denver, Atlanta, and so on. Another major protest which shook the U.S. political world is the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection. Far-rightists and conspiracy theorists endangered themselves and the public by taking over the Capitol to assert their demands on various political and social points that they wanted to change. This came as a response to Joe Biden's U.S. presidential election win. Far-right groups believed that the election was won by the Republican candidate Donald J. Trump. Other significant social movements such as climate protests, which was mostly initiated by young people in 2023, can be added to the list of protests. The need to be heard about climate change concerns was at the heart of the action. This is in addition to the protest against police brutality after the brutal beating of Tyre Nichols. There was also the pro-Palestine students movement in 2024, which mainly focused on standing against the war in Gaza. Following on, the anti-Trump protests that gathered millions in various cities in March 2025 arose as an opposition movement to the implementation of Project 2025. The project was initiated by Elon Musk and the current administration. Although the main ramification and symbolism of these social discontents reached other parts of the world. In the light of this short summary, it is clear that protests in the US are intricate and linked to persistent and unresolved social issues. To conclude, this brief explanation on the major protests in the US since 2020 provides some elements that deepen our understanding of the political and social landscape in the US. It would be interesting to determine how AI and new technologies play a role in the factors stirring those protests. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe as more videos are coming, if I feel like it. Bye and take care for now.